805 Road King loaned me his collection of MIL-K-818 U.S. military pocket knives for a show and tell episode. Collectors often refer to this knife as MIL-K, which is short for the full MIL-K-818 specification. It's also called the demo knife because it was included in military demolitions kits. After 1949, the MIL spec required the manufacturer to stamp their name and the contract date either on the clevis or the cutting blade tang. Per the spec, the knife has 4 blades: a cutting blade, a can opener, a leather punch, and a combination screwdriver bottle cap lifter. According to my research, the hook-shaped can opener was a new design when the MIL spec was first written, so the blade was required to be stamped with can opener, so GIs would know what it was for. From 1958 to 1972, the combination screwdriver bottle cap lifter was required to have a stud protruding from it. My research suggests this stud was used as a tool for field maintenance of the Springfield 1903 A3, M1 carbine, and M1 rifles. The stud was dropped from the spec in later revisions. This is the earliest knife in Road King's collection. The cutting blade is marked Imperial Stainless, USA, 1967. Per the MIL spec, this entire knife is made out of 400 series corrosion-resistant stainless steel. And this has the stud on the screwdriver bottle opener blade. And unfortunately, this knife has a broken spring. Apparently these springs are a weak point, and if you open 2 opposing blades at the same time, like that, the springs have a tendency to break. Here's the can opener. It's kind of beat up. Looks like the point's missing. And then the leather punch. Looks like that's shortened also. This one is also from the same Vietnam era. And this one's marked Camillus, 1971. A lot of manufacturers made these knives for the military. Camillus made the most. I think I read they made like 15 million of these. This again has the stud on the screwdriver blade. Yeah, and this can opener's in way better shape. Yeah, and here you can see what that leather punch should look like. I noticed these 2 Vietnam era knives have clevises made out of a flat cross section rather than rounded. I guess if you were a manufacturer that wanted to put your name and year, this flat design would make that easier. These 2 knives were made to Rev D of the MIL spec. Notice how the stud that was on this blade on the earlier knives is gone. I also noticed that these 2 have clevises made out of round wire. Both of these knives are marked Q 1986. Q stands for Queen City Cutlery, and 1986 was the contract year. What's interesting is these two examples have two different versions of the marking. This one is the way I'm used to seeing tang markings on pocket knives. Now I'm going to call this one upside down. That's interesting, right? I noticed there's a little bit of corrosion inside the nail nick. 400 series stainless steel is corrosion resistant, not corrosion proof. This blade's like new. Doesn't look like it's ever been resharpened. That screwdriver bottle opener blade is tight. Yeah, see, there's a little bit of corrosion there too. These newer ones still have can opener stamped on the can opener. On this side, got the leather punch. There's some more corrosion. See down in there? And this is the one with the upside down tang stamp. Again, the blade looks like new, never resharpened. Several companies have made reproductions of the MIL-K knife. Road King has a marbles. Right away, you can see how the nail nick has those ridges in it. That's not really mil-spec. The blade is etched marbles, quality knives, and it's stamped marbles down there. I believe, yeah, this side has the model MR 278, and these are made in China. That's the cutting blade. Marbles decide not to write can opener on the can opener. Road King also has this pocket knife in his collection. The scales look similar to the MIL-K knives, but there's no US marking. The cutting blade Has no maker's mark or year. And this is a 3-blade knife. You get a main blade. You have a smaller second blade. And a leather punch. No can opener. I noticed it has a brass liner. The way this blade is stained makes me think it might be carbon steel rather than 400 series stainless. I can't find any markings anywhere on this knife. If anybody recognizes it, let me know in the comments. Keep an eye out for this classic military pocket knife at yard sales and flea markets. Check the tang on the cutting blade and the clevis for a maker's name and contract date. Be careful not to open opposing blades simultaneously. The springs are fragile. Thanks to 805 Road King for loaning me his collection for show and tell. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. Check out my video on how I made my pocket knife display stands.